Okay, good morning, Miss, and good morning for everyone of people that watch this video. You are welcome. So for this video, I will no cut and no edit for this video. So I will take just for one shoot. Okay. So this video talk about my strategy because it is the final assessment of teaching English as a foreign language. So here, I will talk about my innovative strategy. Okay? But before that, without further ado, introduce myself first. My name is Putu Sera Putrawan, and I'm a English language education student and fourth semester. And okay, so now before I start the explanation of the strategy, I want to talk about the background. Why do I choose and provide and create finally this strategy? Okay. So the reason was I realized and I believe in nowadays there are a common problem for the student. Yeah, it is for the student. It is lack of concentration, or the student can't keep to focus on maybe in long time in the learning process. That's the breakdown. So that I provide a spoken interaction strategy, namely is the future path. Okay, so it is my strategy. Look at this. You can read this. Okay, the title is the future path. So for the identity of this for the strategy, of course it is created by me, and my institution is Universitas Pendidikan Ganesha. And for I believe this strategy is appropriate for school level, for senior high school definitely in English subject, and then for the level I believe that it is for beginner until pre-intermediate, or it is appropriate. It refers to the 10th or 11th grade. Okay, so the theme that I use for this strategy. So because the strategy, the name is the future path. The theme is my future business plan. You can see. Okay, so this strategy emphasizes the listening and speaking skill, which means it is the spoken interaction of the student, and the time allocation was the 2 times 40 minutes. Okay, so we move to the learning competences. So for the learning competences, we achieve for the student can use the future tense, right? The future tense and the business vocabulary. Maybe people usually use it in vocabulary in business context, I mean. And the last one is the business outline. Okay, so for the it is common thing Pancasila student profile. I think I don't need to explain again. And for the learning resources, I use 3 types. It is the learning media is PowerPoint, and then for the learning sources, I use the textbook and the student worksheet. And for the last one, the learning tools, I use laptop and projector. Okay, for the student target, you can see, I divide into the common student, average student, and higher achieve student. You can name it what does it mean of the common student? Yeah, common student, they can achieve it. They can and they are able to follow the process. But for the higher achieving students, they need more critical thoughts, critical higher order thinking skill. So for the student, it is 20 student, and for teaching I use the method was the combination of the discovery learning and the cumulative language teaching. And for the approach I use behaviors and constructivists. Of course, for the strategy I use the future path. Okay, so what the combination, what is the relationship of this method and approach to create this strategy? So the combination was, as a student, from the discovery, the student stimulate to discover, to find their and combine their prior knowledge and the new knowledge to become their own knowledge, while they talk, while they discuss each other with the other student, so that the student encouraged to use the target language. Indirectly, it relates to the to the communicative language teaching, and of course it is relating also as well for the behaviors. Why? Everything new, we have to the student get used to do that. So that behaviorism is also important, and constructivism, I think it is related to the to the discover how the student build, how do the student construct their knowledge. Okay, so now we move to the mind component. It is the learning objective. So for the learning objective, I divide into two things. Based on the taxonomy Bloom, I choose the C3 and C4. The C3, the student can explain the business outline based on their own ideas. And for the C4, the student can compare their outline or their idea of business plan against maybe their partner, the other friend, differently. Okay, because of course, I also try to put the meaningful learning. So now we move to the learning activity. So the learning activity I divide into introduction, of course. Then the body or the main activity. This one, the conclusion or the closing. For the introduction, as we know, the teacher will open the class by praying first, and the teacher will check the student attendance, student preparation to start the class. Something like common thing in general class. But the difference in this introduction, the student maybe will tell about their story. Maybe for example, hello everyone, I have experienced news of something. I try to build a business, for example. And after that, the student, maybe the other option, the student can ask to the teacher can ask to the student, what is your dream in the future? And of course, there are a lot of, maybe much more, lot of the answer, dreams, of course. But the teacher must to minimize again the question, like does anyone want to, maybe a businessman, businesswoman, or provide the example to do imagination. Like if you have a shop, what do you want to buy? I mean, what do you want to sell? Yeah, of course there are a lot of answer again, and the student will answer B, A, C, B, D, and a lot of things to sell in their shop. Yeah, they are, so that it is the process of brainstorming of the student, how the teacher try to connect their prior knowledge, the student prior knowledge, and this material, like that. After that, the last step in introduction, the teacher provide the learning objective, like I said before. But yeah, it is bravely, like, okay, today we will learn about the dreams or the future dream or the business plan in the future, like that. Yeah, that's all about the introduction. And after we prepare the student to start learning, and after knowing the material, what we learn now, we move to the main activity, because the student have fulfill of the material we have tried to provide their prior knowledge. Okay, it is, look at this. Yeah, the main activity is around 60 minutes, and I divide into 5 syntax. The syntax exploring, then exploring, building, presenting, and talking, it is the third, and reflecting, and the last one is the generalizing. Okay, so I will try to explain from the syntax first. Okay, for the syntax first, exploring. Here, the teacher must try to stimulate the student again, student prior knowledge so the teacher provide maybe some of picture, maybe include 10 picture about the types of business plan. For example, business plan have a lot of types. For example, like food business, service, online business. So that the teacher provide them, it is range randomly. So that the student must try to classify which one is what type R, what type D in every types. For example, like GoFood is food business, and etc. like that. So that the student will do brainstorm again. So that do brainstorm again. Beside they get information from the PPT or from the picture, the student also can source the information from the internet or the environment. They see from the environment. It will combine all of them to prepare again before start to make the outline. That's all. And the next one is the syntax 2, is building. After the student have prepared and they know what will they do, now they will make the outline so the teacher will ask the student to make it's hard outline, but it is just brief outline. The student can can make the outline as long as creatively, differently. Yeah, but there are maybe six aspects that the student have to provide in the outline. But the concept, the template of the outline, the student can make as long as creative. Okay, so the concept is 5W and plus 1H. Okay, but the teacher has provided the worksheet. So the worksheet, okay, this, yeah, the name was BizMath worksheet. So you can see from here there are two tables. Right? Here the student must provide first the name of business plan, what, why, where, who, when, and how, and the answer they can put here. But after they put the important roles of this, the important information of the outline, they can try to make creatively the outline. Yeah, it is blank table. They can make as long as creative. Yeah, that's all about the in exploring. So, and during the student try to outline, they can again search new information to combine with their own prior knowledge. Okay. The syntax tree, presenting and talking. So, yeah, before we move to the syntax tree, when the student make the outline, indirectly they use the future tense or particular vocabulary in the statement, in the expression that they use. And for the syntax tree, which is the presenting and talking, you can see the technical things. Every student, it is expected the whole student can present their result, their outcome in front of the class. So, after they present, every student present their material, their outcome, the other student can give analysis. So the analysis is this. The analysis, the name was body board worksheet. Yeah. The function of this analysis, the other student must compare the other outline. The student can choose one of them to compare with their own idea. You can see here, it is your idea and your partner idea. It is whether it is your partner, group, and whatever one. After that, they compare, they put the important information. You can see here in the blank side, the student must provide the weakness, the strength. It can be the strength, weakness, or the similar also differences. For the strength and the weakness, the student evaluate from the partner idea. But for the similar and differences, it compared to their own idea. Okay, that's all about the syntax tree. It is not finished yet, because when the student presenting finish, the other student can provide a feedback, can provide a suggestion for the presenting one. And the presenting one can also respond whether it is positive or negative form. The most important, they are there will be interaction between the presenting and the watching student, like that. And after that, okay, here, broad. So the teacher, but in every student, when they finish the presentation, the teacher just assess in the rubric of the assessment, but the teacher will provide feedback and suggestion in general at the last time of, after the whole student finishing the presentation. I hope you got my point. And for syntax for reflecting. Okay, for the reflecting, yeah, it is a common thing. The teacher will be asked the student to reflect what they have learned today in general, and yeah, that's all. Of course, and the teacher will also provide. The teacher must appreciate first the student after they give their effort to present, their own outline of business. And of course, like I said before, after the whole student finishing it, the teacher provide feedback and suggestion to develop better in the next meeting. And the last intake was generalizing. The teacher asked the student to summarize the whole material, from the introduction until the end. What they learn, what they know, maybe they learn how many learn, like that. So the teacher, and for the last step, the teacher will confirm the learning process, like generalize the material and add little bit if there are some mistaken from the student. Okay, that's all about the main activity. And for the last one, you can see the closing. So the closing form, the teacher just asks the student to do reflection. Yeah, it is the reflection. A minute. Yeah, it is self-reflection for the student. There will be some question, and the left side, the student can provide the answer after answering this question. It is self-reflection. The student will make 2 until 5 minutes to do this reflection. And yeah, after that, again and again, the teacher will ask the student if they are confusing things. The student can ask the student again, or the student can ask to the other friend to make sure of the material. Okay, after do reflection, after make suring the student comprehension of this material, so as a common thing, the teacher close the learning process by praying again, because the start by praying, and the closing as well start by praying. Okay, that's all about the activity of this strategy. Yeah, the future path. During the explanation of the activity, I talk about the assessment. Yeah, when the other student give analysis to the other student in front of the class when they presented, it is the peer assessment. It is part of peer assessment, and when in the closing, the student do self-reflection, yeah, it is reflection assessment. But I talked previously about the student, when the student present their outcome, the teacher, during the presentation, teacher just assess informative, but provide the feedback in general, the whole feedback at the end of the presentation after the whole student. So the formative form, it is such a simple thing. You can see the concept was, it is the name. We have a 4 aspect: future tense, clear idea, question and answer, and relevant vocabulary. So for example, the name Bayu, if they fulfill the aspect 4 of them, the score was 4 of 4, and the predicate was excellent, like that, and it continue like for the next student. Okay, I think that's all about my explanation of this strategy, the future path. If there are confusing one, or if they are mistaken, I apologize. I have tried as possible to understand to you guys. I think that's all. Okay, thank you, bye bye, good morning again.